Hello everybody, the One Red Panda here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last time we did a few more missions. We did like a Mayday mission with May here, and we're also on this mission called Mayhem, which two pretty funny puns, like considering this character's name is May. So yeah, pretty funny. But like our next objective for this mission is we need to get to Redwood Apricot, I think that's how it's. The text is so small I can't really read it, but I'm hoping I can get that by using reward tickets. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if it's there. And go all the way down to R. Redwood Apricot. Okay, so yeah, we're right here. We need two of them. There we go. And let's head back to where May is. Okay. And you know, I'm just gonna get in the skull just to get over there faster. Not that one. Here we go. And right here.
Yes.
Hi, Red Panda. How's it coming along? Were you able to gather those Redwood Apricot antlers? Give it to her? Yes! Here, look. I found the rest of my angel stones too. We did it. The assignments are complete. When my skull got wrecked, I figured there was no chance I could finish these. It's amazing. Who knew you could get this much done working with a partner? I've worked out alone all this time, but now I finally understand why people enjoy working in teams. Let's confirm. Yeah, I finally see that. Before I barely managed a conversation with the other members of my division. And now I think it's time I take a chance on real, honest cooperation. Thanks for everything. I look forward to teaming up with you again sometime. And now we have finished Mayhem. Okay, so I am going to look to see where that other normal mission that I know is here somewhere around here in Oblivion. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've been trying to look around for places that have a normal mission, and I'm still gonna keep looking because I really don't know where to find one. I know there's one normal mission in Oblivion, but I'm not sure where that is. But I'm gonna look around Residential District for a few minutes. Oh, I spoke too soon because I already seen one right over here, so that's good.
Hey, check this.
So let's go over to it. Let's talk to Kirsty.
Okay, listen carefully.
Guess what, Red Panda? I've finally finished analyzing the data units. And honestly, I've never dreamed my whole team would cook up something this crazy. The research was a secret to the former heads, and I expect they never told me because it had possible implications for my career. Still stings that I've been left out of a project this juicy. It must have been a blast. Anyway, I'm planning to pick up where they left off so I can see this through to implementation. Fire? Well, would you listen to me? I'm sorry, I still haven't explained what this next generation structure actually entails, have I? But you have to promise, though, you won't laugh, okay? Because the scope of this project is aggressive. The same to link every planet to the universe's frontier nav, sharing information and resources freely among them all. Their schematic starts with the planets of our original solar system, and purposes linking to newly discovered planets from there, including Mira. I have to say, I still can't picture a bunch of late scientists coming up with something so fanciful. But I still think it's wonderful. A system like this could literally bring all of space together as one. But support? I knew you'd feel that way. You gotta screw loose someplace, and I mean that in the most complimentary sense possible. I'm going to make this project happen, no matter what it takes, and no matter how long. It may take 20 years, it may take 10 times that. But I'm planning that see today, and I plan to spend my life tending it. So I'd like to ask your help in gathering the massive supply of uranium in Ark Sandor it will require. I want you to be my partner in this crazy plan. What do you say? And we got New Frontier! Thank you, that should be enough to cover initial exploratory study. Let's link new worlds to the fronting of the Panda. I know we can do it. And I guess we can talk about the Dreaming Big, and its interstellar frontier nav would change everything. But even the preliminary research on a project this big will require a huge amount of uranium. You're the only one I can rely on, so please let me know once you have the materials. Let's deliver. Thanks, this should be enough uranium to get us up and running. Now the only other thing I need to get my exploratory study is the 50 pieces of Ark Sandor. If you know if you have these on hand, I'll happily take them. And apparently we do. Perfect, looks like you've gathered all the Ark Sandor or two. Let's give it. You never cease to amaze. But meanwhile, I'm stuck in my analysis here. So this is a strange question, but have you had any dealings with Tobias? Let's smile. You think, huh? I always thought he was a greedy jerk, intent on using Frontier Nav for his own selfish profit. But as I've been digging through these data units, I realized that there's still one more out there. And no matter what I tried at one hole, tracking it down, all roads seem to point to Tobias. If I had that sixth archive, I would fill in some pretty big gaps in the team's design. If you got a report with Tobias, make sure maybe you could find some way to trade for it. He absolutely hates me, otherwise I'd go myself. Also, I doubt I could negotiate without punching him right in the smug face. Sorry to foist on a pleasant job on you, but I've got no one else to turn to. I guess we're heading off to Industrial District and finding this Tobias. Alright, so it looks like Tobias is right over here, and oh, look, what do you know? There's another normal mission right next to it. So, big upset for this video. So, Tobias, how's it going? Pal, still raking in those credits? You need me for something? Well, I sure hope it's one of those get-rich-quick schemes. Bust? Data units? What the heck did you hear about that? Those. Kirsty, well, that hypocritical little old girl finally got this far. Well, I'm not saying I won't hand it over, just not for free. It'll run you 100,000 credits. It's worth that, at least that. What do you say? Shouldn't be too hard for a tough guy like you to scrape together that kind of dough. So, looks like we have enough. Well, you got the money to buy my data unit yet, or what? When you think about it, what's on it? 100 grand is a darn bargain. Buy? Appreciate the business. Oh, this is sweet. Should be more than enough for me to get started as well. Give this back to Kirsty in one piece, yeah? Oh, and I went ahead and removed all that annoying encryption for you. It's nothing but raw data now. Alright, so let's go back to Kirsty. Right? Select the Kirsty. Well, how did it go? Did Tobias have the sixth data unit? So the records were right. And what did he say? Knowing him, I'll bet he tried to extort you for everything you're worth. Let's grin. What? That's not the how. I was on the team. It took me forever to crack their encryption. How could he manage such a thing? In any case, can I see it? We don't have any more time to waste on Tobias. I need to start researching this right away. So let's give it. Yes, it's just as I thought. The study unit is the final piece. It combines with the other 5 you gathered to make one complete blueprint. There is still a long road ahead of us, but this is a big boost in the right direction. I'll get to work right away. Oh, and this is for you. Big boost in the right direction. Oh, please. Fortunate enough, system design is way out of your wheelhouse. So spare me the amateurish optimism. I think designing an entire interstellar infrastructure is some walk in the park. Just flip a few switches and hope for the best. Ha! Tobias, what are you doing here? And how do you know about that? Nothing ever changes with you, that you seem so together on the surface, but some part of your brain's always checked out. Ain't that right, Red Panda? Let's disagree. The blades must have been some sense into her, because Kirsty was hopeless back on the whale. And every time she screwed up, which was a lot, me and the rest of the gang had to clean it up. If you don't believe me, there's a personnel registry on the data unit I gave you. Give a research for my name and see what happens, yeah? Is this a joke? Why would... Oh my gosh! Frontier Nav Network Development, 3rd branch. Why is your name on this? Because I was working on the project, you mope. Don't you remember? We kept running into each other in the hallway. Sure, I had to have this handsome face swapped out after the crash. That landing did a number on my nose, but anyone can tell it's still me. I don't care what you used to look like. I can't believe that a selfish, greedy man like yourself was on that team in the first place. You need to quit judging and start thinking, sister. You think expensive research projects get paid for with sunshine and rainbows? And do you think Blade HQ or the provisional government would ever pony up the cash for a crazy project like this? Maybe not now, but once we have a solid proposal together, we can... Even proposals cost money, and right now you don't have enough to whip up a spreadsheet. So that's where I come in. I just transferred all of the money I've banked into your personal account. Don't go blowing it up on dresses or something, yeah? That's capital for the next generation of Frontier Nav. Oh, and I'll handle the network development, so why don't you stick to your specialty and whip up some new data probes? You good? Good, then I'm out of here. Oh, and good work collecting all those data units. And I'd actually been planning on handling that once I finish gathering the money, but you saved me the trouble, and now I promise that the last development team survivors will make their dream a reality. Next happened. Let's warn. If he wants to rip me off, why did he put all this money into funding this project? Sorry, I think it's going to take some time for this to all sink in. And we finish New Frontier. Alright, so... I guess, now that we finished with that mission, I saw another mission in the industrial district that we can go take care of. And I believe it's right over here. And we're talking to Orleron. Hello, are you a Zerubagon? Explain. Not a Zerubagon. Oh, okay, got it. You seem really nice. Oh, hey, do you know that I'm Orleron and I'm a Zerubagon? So I have to devulcanize. It's my duty. To do that, I need a new Gorkwa, and there aren't any around here. You know Gorkwas? The staves you use to devulcanize? Where are they? Let's answer. That's our Gorkwa, not my Gorkwa. I need a new one. We bring me a new Gorkwa, that way I can finally be grown up, and then I can fulfill my sacred duty. And we got Child of Mira. Okay, I'll wait. I can study about how to be good grown up until you come back. But where should I study? Can you tell me? Suggest the Menon ship. Okay, good, got it. I'll study how to be grown up with Zerubagon. Please find me a new Gorkwa. I'll learn how to do my sacred duty in the time it takes you to get it. Alright, so... guess we need to go... we have to go, let's just fast travel all the way to the integrated production plant. And we need to go over here and to talk to our Senecan. Have you spoken with Orleron? Quite an impressive young Zerubagon, no? Let's agree? Excellent. I'm certain he would be thrilled to know that someone of your stature acknowledges him. I'm also quite proud of my devoltanizing led to coughing up so capable an individual. Orlean asked you to find him a Gorkwa. That is a difficult request. On our home world of Badoon, Golbagov left behind a vast number of Gorkwas. Shortly after birth, we would leave on a journey to find our own. But we cannot expect such a bounty on Mira, for this place is far removed from Golbagav's legacy. We have all been struggling to get by with our current Gorkwas, and repairing them as needed. I fear we have no spares. Though that leaves him unable to properly devoltanize, and ultimately condemns him to death. Quite the pickle. Let's mourn. Indeed, to lose an inheritor of Golbagav's will to devoltanize in a pure world would be disappointing. That is not the sort of loss you are grieving? You humans remain a mystery to us. It seems your understanding of life is fundamentally different than ours. But, actually, there may be one Gorkwa that I know of, and if it's still there, Orleron may be able to claim it as his own. This was some time ago, mind you, but while we were wandering the land, one of our number fell from a cliff. But he did not survive. Its Gorkwa may have been destroyed in the fall, but the possibility exists that it is salvageable. From where he fell in Sylvain, it would likely have dropped into the Abyss Reservoir. Please find it if you can. Brave Blade, help Orleron to know adulthood. And I guess we're going to Sylvain. Find this Gorkwa. And we're going to F inside 404. Alright, and let's get around our skull and go find the Gorkwa. And we're going, I guess we're going this way. What? Where is it? Really have no clue. I'm really confused. We were going up. Oh, wait, hang on. Up. No, don't want to fight you. There we go. Okay. So, are we going down further? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Abyss Reservoir. This is where we need to go. So let us go and talk to... Oh, wait, crap. Oh, crap. Nope. Getting back in and fighting you. I hate aggroed enemies. Okay, there we go. Now that we finally took care of the enemies that aggroed us, we can finally talk to this guy. Picked up a Gorka lying in next to the corpse. Or actually, he's dead. We can't even talk to him, so never mind. Ugh. So now that we got that, finally, we can head back to the Manon ship. Or to the Manon ship, because we didn't go there for the mission, so... The port side...
Listen.
Okay, so where is Orleron? I think yeah, further down here.
This knowledge will aid you.
Okay, so here we are. Wait, Vera, I want to be your friend. Why do you insist on rejecting me? I told you before, I can't stand the idea of someone living their life as a slave to duty foisted on them. You can't laugh and smile and pretend it doesn't bother me that you're wasting your life, because it does. Please try to understand. But that is my nature and destiny as a Zerubagon. Yet I will still find you very favorable, enough as to make me want to devulcanize. What do you mean by favorable? And what the heck does devulcanize mean? Look, you don't know anything about me, and I'm sorry, but you're too clingy. It's annoying. Vera. Goodbye, Orleron. I don't come around here again. Well, that sucks.
Okay.
What's you? Does this mean you have found a Gorka for me? Give it? Yes, this is without question the legacy of Goldbaga. Now I can dedicate my life to my sacred duty. I do not know how to properly express my thanks. Is something I missed? You look confused. Point out. Ah yes, while you were retrieving this Gorka, I'm mature to adulthood. You still seem so perplexed. Let me help. The Zerubagon childhood is extremely brief in duration. Thanks to your advice, I spent that time studying with other Zerubagon in order to become an upstanding member of my people. And the woman you saw a moment ago, Vera, is someone I met on the ship as well. She intrigues me. But the closer I try to get, the more it seems to invite her ire. Let's inquire about Vera. She possesses a wealth of things which my kind lacks. Her joy, her sorrows, and anger are so pronounced, so vibrant. At times, her actions are utterly unpredictable. Is that all tied to this freedom she so often mentions? I find it bewildering in the best possible sense. If I think on it now, my feelings for her seem slightly different from the actions I feel to others of my kind. If only she were as simple as Bolton, then I would know precisely how to treat her. Apologies, I do not mean to complain, but might I be able to hear your advice as a fellow human? I do not intend to change the way I live as a Zerubagon, but nor do I wish to give up on her. That's query. She seems quite interested in Miran ecology. Apparently she come to this ship in search of a Vigilant blood sample. She mentioned wanting to gather something she called DNA from it. You think if I gave her the sample she desired, she might see that my affections are sincere? But I fear that brings me to another favor. Could I possibly convince you to collect some Vigilant blood for me? I'll pay you so much as I am able, both for this and the Gorka. I know it is an imposition, but I think would be most grateful for the help. Okay, so wait, we actually apparently have everything. Well, Vera, I've never imagined that simply being unable to speak with someone could cause such pain. This is different from the hunger to devulcanize. It is more urgent, keener. My chest feels so hot, almost burning, and my breath becomes shallow. What is the state I'm in? It suggests love. Love? What is that? At times the words from your lips are utterly foreign to me. A special emotional bond between two people share. Racing heartbeats? Surging loins? Oh, I should mention that Zerubagon do not share your human division into male and female sexes. You suppose love is still possible? I will admit that my symptoms align closely with those you described. So then, how do does your sister's search go? Do you acquire the Vigilant blood? Let's give it? This is precisely what you wanted. Thank you. I'll take this straight to her. But before I go, can I press you one last bit of advice? How should I approach her with this? Let's encourage respect. Understood. I will be as soft as a dawny feather blown on a light breeze. If you'll excuse me, and once again, thank you for all the help. And we have finished Child of Mira. Alright. So now we took care of that, and I want to make sure at the residential district to make sure there isn't any other mission that we could possibly find, because I only have a few minutes of this part anyway, so I want to kind of waste some time here, because besides that one mission in Oblivia that I have no clue where it is, I don't remember where it is, I'm still gonna check here, and actually I want to see. Can I check this? I can, okay. Got that. Oh wait, there's a mission right here. Right over here. So we're talking to Quincy.
What to do?
Hey, you're a Blade too, right? Then you'd be smart to watch out for Gus and his crew. I feel good people die after those that their sites on my team. For what? For nothing. Let's query. My team and I were in the field collecting research samples. The man calling himself Gus approached me with some men and said that Indigens had killed most of its team. Obviously we felt terrible, and as we said we'd help with their bounty missions. We brought the targets to the edge of a tall cliff, and as soon as the battle was finished, Gus and his men pushed us off. It was all a lie. They just wanted the reward without doing the work. My crew and I still had 2 missions left to finish, but I was the only one to survive. Though I thought I'd go crazy from anger and grief. Even did for a while, I suppose. But look, I know this is a lot to ask, I get that, but is there any way I could ask you to join me? Temporarily, I mean, just until I finish the mission. I know it's probably a little sentimental, but I wanted to finish before we all started. My people were proud blades, and they deserve it. And we got the ultimate prize. You're a good person, thank you. Even after what's happened with all the challenges we faced since leaving Earth, I can't help but feel a deep connection with other blades. Disagree? I knew you'd get it, honestly. I think Gus and his ilk are some kind of aberration that shouldn't exist. Burn them all to hell. Sorry, I get a little emotional there. Anyway, I need your help hunting a Linker Sirpo near Rust Lake in Noctilum. It's a dangerous target, so be careful. Alright, so I guess we are heading over to Noctilum. And over at FN Site 217. And okay, wait, hang on. Get in the scout.
Target lock. You're mine.
Die! And it's down. Hey there, champ. That was some pretty impressive fighting you did there. Taking out an ugly that big must fetch a fat bounty. You gotta be tired. Why not let your pebble blades collect the cash for you while you catch some shut-eye? Let's rage. Haha! Listen to this one spout off something like someone gives a rat's ass. I guess you don't know what happens to people who kept that kind of attitude with us. But no worries, old Gus will teach you soon enough. He's all yours, fellas. Time to teach Quincy's little errand boy how we do things downtown. I guess we're getting into another fight.
It didn't have to be like this.
And take out all these enemies.
You're mine. Come on. I'm not done yet. Great combat. Don't worry. You win.
And there we go. Down just like that. This ain't gonna happen. I'm out of here. Oh, but I'm gonna remember you, buddy. You'll regret making an enemy of me real soon. And that's a promise. Okay, so now that we did that, we are gonna end this episode off here and continue the mission next time. So, guys, if you like this part, be sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and post a comment about what you thought of the video. And I will see you guys next time for more of my Let's Play for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Have a wonderful day, guys, and peace out.